Well, we are here today with, please state your name.
My name is Fred Lorette.
And what was your profession years and years and years ago?
My profession was 0311. I was a rifleman
For what?
for the United States Marine Corps.
Okay. How long were you in the United States Marine Corps?
I was in the United States Armed Services for 6 years.
6 years. 6 is my favorite number. Was this a big or small department? I'm gonna guess it was a big department, sir.
What do you mean by department?
Just
Kmart?
was it a big or was it a small service? How many people were there? Were there a lot or were there a little?
Well, the United States Marine Corps is made up of 3 divisions. 3 divisions was like the East Coast,
Oh.
the West Coast, and different various Marine Corps stationed around the world.
Okay, so it was big.
It was big in the manner of sense that we could be called at any part, any time
Right.
in the world.
What kind of training did you have to have?
It was physical training, mentally, physically, and just being smart.
Quick little question, were you ever waterboarded?
I was more than that. Some of the training we had to go through, they made us take our clothes off when we were captured, and they would take water and throw it all over us. So if you mean that we were tortured, yes. It was to show that what the enemy would do to a soldier in combat.
What were your job responsibilities? I think you referred to this in the beginning of this little interview. You said you were a rifleman. Was that your job responsibility? Did you have any other job responsibilities?
Well, let me answer the first question for. First and foremost, every Marine that's in the service, his MOS is a rifleman, a soldier that goes out in combat and fights for his country. The second of all, I was a military police officer, which I served in Okinawa for a year and a half. I was in the main part of the Marine Corps, and I was also working with civilian population.
Alright. Now, was there any, racial tensions in your little job? Your big job?
There was lots of racial. In fact, when I went to Okinawa when I left the United States, I had a major general. He got attacked by certain individuals that didn't like authority and didn't like white people. But my job was to guard the general at the time, and that was my function. I was in the military police, and basically that's what we did, was to protect the general at all costs. That means if I had to put my life on the line, so be it.
Do you, in your opinion, obviously being non-sexist, do you believe women should, because obviously there's a lot of women in the military, whatever, today. Do you feel like that's the right thing, that women are in the military, defending our country?
I got pros and cons against it, but the way I look at it, if a woman can do the job, well, good for her. But in the same token, I also have...
And so you definitely believe that there are select women out there that are capable. More than most men, right?
I believe there are women that can do the job and do it very well, and yet I believe there's other parts of a woman that cannot do the job. So like I said, I got mixed feelings about it.
Did you, couple more questions for you. Did you feel, what were your ethics before and after this? What were your code of ethics? How did you...
Let me stop you right there. I don't believe in ethics. I believe in principles.
Oh.
My principles were, you gotta be trained with that. When I joined the Marine Corps at 17 years of age, I believed in certain things have to go a certain way, and that's the way I was brought up. My ethic was to take care of my fire team, which I had 3 other people, sometimes 5 or 6, that I took care of, and they were my responsibility to, if we were engaged in a war, and I had to take care of them 5 people. If it came to a situation where I had to take over a platoon, that means I took over 3 squads, which consist of 12 people per squad, which is 3 squads in a platoon, and 1 extra squad as a machine gun.
Uh-huh.
And high quality people that know how to
Well, that's obviously rambling on to some ethics there. Last question. If you had a choice, were you drafted?
No, I joined when I was 17 years old.
Do you regret that decision?
No, I don't.
Would you do it all over again?
Yes, I would.
What's your favorite country in the world?
My favorite country in the world is the United States of America. I die for it today. I live for it tomorrow. And when my time comes, I will be buried in it.
Well, that's good to know. Hey, one more question as we leave. Who do you think is gonna win at WrestleMania? CM Punk or The Undertaker?
CM Punk.
Obviously those guys work out in the gym. As a ex-military man, have you been working out?
Yes, I have.
Let's show your progress.
See the progress?
Who's been teaching you the diets?
Well, I got a little friend, his name is Stinky. And, yes, he's the man, Christian. He's been helping me out a lot.
That's right.
With my,
Alright, that was a great interview. Thank you, Fred. Nice. I did conduct this interview. Yes. Have a good day.
You too.